Hi everybody, this is Jen from Scrapping Posh, and I am here with an ASC auction house project. This is a rather large mini for me to be auctioning off, and it's an 8x8 by 3-inch spine miniature album. It's made from the Park Lane collection called Haunted Hollow, and Haunted Hollow is a Joann fabric, or Park Lane is a Joann fabric line, and it's not an expensive paper, and there may be some quality issues with it. When I was working with it, there was parts that it seems like the ink didn't penetrate down enough layers, and sometimes the white core showed through. Now, I don't know of any parts of this album that happened to, but there's a chance that if you're pulling it on and off of a shelf and stuff, that you could potentially damage the paper. But as you can see, everything has been inked in the black soot, so all the edges are already inked, and here's just like this little tiny white piece. That's what I'm talking about. Like, the paper like peels back a little bit and shows the white. So just wanted to let you guys know up front, full disclaimer, and that is why this large album is going to auction. So all the links are down below. You have to be a member of the ASC Auction House, and I'm going to start this at $20, and that is $20 shipped. This album takes about $20 to ship, so hopefully we can increase that a little bit. All my profit, except minus shipping, so everything that is bid on except for shipping goes to the Great Pyrenees Paws and Rescue. So I don't take anything for labor or material or anything like that. Everything goes to the Great Pyrenees Paws and Rescue, and I'll also link that in the post on Facebook. So let's flip through this real quick. This is actually an album share and an ASC auction mini all in one. And like I said before, it's 8x8. It's usually 8 1/4 with the spine added. So 8x8 with a 3-inch spine. And these are the papers. There's lots of tags and pockets. This is actually like a preliminary album, like a test album. I'm going to do the Cosmos Infinity album. Oh, here's that paper. You see how that paper, just from sliding in and out, like a little bit of white shows? So you can just fold it back and maybe put some glue on that or ink it some more. But that's what I'm talking about with the quality of the paper. You can totally tell the cheapo brand. I don't think I've ever had the problem with DCWV, but the Park Lane, I'm kind of disappointed because it put a lot of time and effort into the album, and then to find out that the paper kind of frays up at the sides and shows the white. So I suppose it wouldn't be a big deal if it was a white album, but this is a mostly black album. So there's a pocket. Everything in the album is, of course, acid-free, and the page weight is 65-pound cardstock, which I've been using forever on my mini albums. And then these little tags in here are cute, but everything else is like a folder. You gotta flip up here. But yeah, I just wanted to do that disclaimer because I don't think it's going to be a big deal unless you're pulling it in and out all the time. But hopefully it's not a deal stopper for anybody, and again, that's why I'm auctioning it off versus sticking it on my Etsy store. Typically, I don't know if you know how I work, but typically my Etsy store gets my big albums, and then all the little albums go on the auction. So that's how I typically do that. And you can get, usually, out of a paper collection, which I typically buy the entire paper collection, you can usually get 1 large mini album, 2 little mini albums, a micro mini album, and some cards out of every collection. So that's what I do. So lots of pullouts, lots of tags, and everything is matted. I still have some scraps, but I will not be making, excuse me, I will not be making another mini album with this because of the issue that I have with the paper. But there's a magnet here. But I will do a, this is a waterfall, but it's plain because I didn't want to bulk it up. I will be doing some cards with the remainder of the paper because I don't want to waste it. And I figured cards would be, cards are a safe bet. I'm good with that. I mean, hopefully people save the cards that I make and send, but maybe not, and that's okay. I love the yellow in here. I think it's a really nice added color because everything else is pretty much purple, dark green, dark blue, black. So I like the, definitely like the yellow. So I did a live last night and I kind of did a sneak peek of this. So if you guys join the ASC Facebook group, the regular one, not the auction one, but join both. But if you join the regular group, you'll see Crystal and I both do lives, and possibly some more design team members to come. This little page has a small pocket at the bottom with just a little pull out. Okay, and yep, so even though there is, like I said, some quality issues as far as the paper may go, I think that the album's well worth $20. And I would appreciate everybody to head on over to ASC Auction Group and see if you're interested in grabbing this album. Hopefully we can raise some money for Great Pyrenees Paws and Rescue. It's winter time, so it's their favorite time of the year, and they're thriving. So we'll see you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.